Hello viewers, and welcome back to the card mat. This next one I'm going to do, it's by a guy called Micheal Boden. I will leave a link in the description box if you want to go and check out his performance of it. But it's one of them tricks that you can't do up close and personal with somebody. You do need a bit of distance, and as you'll see from my performance, I'm actually stood a bit away from the camera. Because you're using, well, I won't tell you. I'll let you watch the performance and see what comes after it. But it is a nice trick. It's an advanced trick. It could be one of the ones that you'd use if you're doing like a stage performance, because you got that bit of distance between you and the spectators. You definitely can't do this one-on-one up close in their face. But I hope you enjoy it anyway. And let's see the performance. Got a little trick for you. What I need you to do is pay very close attention to everything that goes on here, because every little detail of this trick is very important. Everything that I'm doing has a reason. So in case you've missed anything, what I'll actually do is start from the beginning for you once again. So as you can see, I've got the cards in the box. If I just open the box up, take the cards out and put the box away in my pocket. Then I gave the cards a bit of a shuffle, and that's as far as I got. Right, now for the next part, if I spread the cards out, you can see that they're actually all facing the same direction. If I turn the top card face down, and take the next couple of cards and turn them one way, and these ones turn the other way, and then ones another way, and then upside down, and then back to front, and these ones inside out, so everything's getting a right and utter mishmash inside the pack. And just to prove that fact, if I give it a cutting, I can cut to ones which are actually facing down. And if I give another cutting, I can actually cut to ones which are facing up. If I give another cut, I can actually get to ones which are actually back to back, which is hardly going to be surprising since cards are facing this way and cards are facing that way. Now the amazing thing is, if I take the top card and slide it into the pack facing up and just give a little click over the pack, we actually find that all the cards once again turn themselves to facing the same direction. Now I hope you were paying close attention on that one as to what actually was happening. But just in case you weren't, as I've just done before, I can actually give you a quick recap. As you can see, I've got the cards in the box. If I open the box up, take the cards out, close the box and put that away into my pocket, then give the cards a bit of a shuffle, just like that. Then I turn them over and I spread them through to show you that all the cards are all facing in the same direction. I then took the top card and turned that face down. Took a couple of cards this way, a couple of cards that way, some upside down, some back to front, inside out, around the corner, and every way you could actually think of. Again, to prove it, if I cut the pack, we'll get to some which are facing down. Cut again, we'll get to some which are facing up. If I cut again, we get to some which are actually back to back, which, as I said before, is hardly surprising since cards are here and everywhere. Again, I'll take the top card, turn it face up, and slide that into the middle of the pack. A little click over the pack like that, and when I spread through again, we'll see once again all the cards are all facing the same direction. Now I hope you're up to date with that one and you've actually seen what was going on there. You were all paying attention. Because the last thing I'd really want to have to do at this point in the game is actually start again with the cards in the box. Because if that happened, I think instead of doing anything else, I just might take them out of the box and just give a little wave at them and get the box to disappear. But this is where I said to you, you had to be paying attention. Because if you're paying proper attention, you would have seen right at the beginning that I actually stuck the box in my pocket. It was nice and safe. So once I finished the trick, I had somewhere to put my cards. Well, I hope you liked that one. Well, I hope you enjoyed that performance. As I say, it's one of them tricks that's got to be done at a little bit of a distance, and you can see why now. There's a lot of gimmicks in it. Right, the gimmicks, you can either get 4 different boxes and open them up and cut out the bits you need, which is basically wasting 4 boxes. I just got 1 box, opened it up, done 4 photocopies, put that box back together and I still use it, and then just cut the pieces out of the photocopies. But do them onto a bit of card. I mean, you buy white card about the same thickness as a normal cardboard box. Just get some of that, print it out onto them, cut them out. Right, your box gimmick, it's just a box, but when you're gluing the edges together here, just have it extended, if you can see what I mean on it. You got that extra bit of white there. You just need it a little bit wider because you got a lot of stuff going into the box, so you want it to just to be a bit expanded on one side. So you just photocopy the box, put it back together like a normal box, but glue that side a bit wider. Next one you need is just the front with the flap, the left hand side and the back. On the back, glue a card face down and cut out the half moon. I don't know if you can see that. So that's just the front, the left side and the back with a card on it. Your next one, the front with the top flap and the right hand side. On the inside of this, glue another card face up. But what you want to do is, you know, you got the 2 bends on your card box. You got the one where you can close it in, and then there's that extra little bend for you to get your fingers to pull the pack out of the card box. Well, cut that card off at that second bend, so it goes level with that second bend. And in your last gimmick, just the front of a box with the top flap, and just glue a card face up on the inside. Make sure you trim around them so that because a card box is actually wider than your pack of cards for obvious reasons. If it was the same size, you wouldn't get your cards in. But just trim these down, the edges, so that they're exactly the same width then as a card, because you don't want them to be sticking out a bit, you know, because they're too wide. So always trim them to the same size, same width as a card. Right, now the way to set this up, take this gimmick, fold the flap up and put that on the top of the pack. Hang on, let's get a couple of cards out and put a card on the top of that. You get the next gimmick, you fold the side piece in and fold the flap at the first joint down, so you actually got that little lip there. And again, you have that with the flap at the bottom and put that onto the pack and put another card on the top of there. Right, so you should have a card with the gimmick with the flap, the side flap, then a card, and then just your front gimmick, and you have them on the top. You take this one, and there's the front of the pack. You're just putting the face of the cards onto what would be the front of the pack. Fold the top flap in and fold that over, so it now looks like you've got a box, which is good on all sides except for there and there. I do apologise for my gimmicks, I've used them a fair bit, so they're a bit worse for wear. I should really make some new ones. And then you take 9 or 10 cards, whichever you prefer, and just put them face up on the front of the box. Having the front, the top flap at the front, just put them into the card box so that they're facing to the front of the box, if you can see what I mean. Have them in. Now you might have difficulty actually shutting your box. Once it gets as worn as this one, it does shut up properly. So I can hold that like that and it just looks like an actual box now. as long as I don't flash this side here. Right, so there are your gimmicks and your setup. You might have to watch this once or twice just to get the hang on how to put it together. Next thing, let's get on to the tutorial. Right, I'm not going to give you any dialogue with this tutorial. I'm just going to go through the moves that got used, because if I start going through the entire trick step by step and what's getting said, might gotta be about 3 hours long. Anyway, start off with your card box in your pocket. You pull it out, and when you pull it out with the front facing up, so you got the normal side showing to the audience. You haven't got the gimmick side, the extended side, shall we say, facing them. So you just bring the box out like that. Then you're just turning it face down, so you can then open the box up. Now you've got to be careful there, because you've got a top flap of a box. So when you open it, you just want to be a bit angle sensitive and just angle it a bit towards yourself as you open it. Because now you need to get your entire hand over that edge as you're getting the cards out. So when you're getting it out, you're doing that. And it just looks like I took a pack of cards out. But I'll do it exposed so you can see what I'm actually doing. You open it up. You get your entire hand over the front as you pull it up a little bit. You get your finger curling over that edge to cover that little bit of the front top flap there. Your thumb goes over the half moon cut in the back, and your hand just clamps down on it as you pull it out. So all you're showing is a side of a pack. You get the box, close the flap up and put that away into your pocket again. Then you just turn the cards this way. You see what I mean? I'm rotate this hand clockwise into your hand, and straight away pick up your 9 or 10 cards off the bottom of the pack and shuffle them onto the top. Gives the illusion that it's a full deck of cards. Then you do a shuffle again, but you're just shuffling one at a time off as you go, and you can do the whole 9 or 10 whatever you're using, or just do a couple, and then all you're doing is slapping that down onto your hand and quickly adjusting your grip. And as you adjust your grip, them cards at the back, you just want to pop them up from the bottom just to catch a bit of a break with your thumb, so then you end up with the cards and the box in that position. I'll just bring the camera up a bit, that's a bit awkward. So you got them in that position. Your fingers should be covering all that, because that's an open side. So your fingers should be covering all of that, and you're showing that. And so you got a break at the back. And all you do is open the lip up. Then you've got that little gap there, so you can actually get your thumb in, so you can grab hold of the cards to pull them out. And as soon as you pull them out, close that flap over, and then you can turn your hand that way, and it looks like you've got a box, because you can just get a flash of that edge. Keep your thumb as close as you can do, so you don't get to see them cards at the back, and you can show it's like a normal box. And again, you're going to put that one away into your pocket. Now your situation is you've got your 2 gimmicks at the top underneath the cards, and you've got hold of them like that. So all you're doing is just turning it over in your hand, because you want to make sure that them flaps stay down towards you. Again, just take a couple of cards off the back, off the bottom, in jog the first one as you shuffle, because you want to be making every move exactly the same. Every time you take the cards out of the box, you're doing the same thing again. Then you just push up on that card to catch a break, and again you just shuffle them off one at a time until you get back down to the card above your gimmick, and you throw them onto the top. Then you turn the cards facing up and you just spread them out. Do a whopper big fan, split them in the middle and show front and back. You can show it's all clean, nothing's getting shown, and close them together. Then go into a slop shuffle. So you just take the top card and turn that face down. You take a couple of cards off and turn your hand over. Now the first time you turn your hand over, remember what that card is. In this case it's a 3 of hearts. And you want to try and keep that in view. And you just keep going on with your slop shuffle. And you want to finish with your hand facing down. But don't go all the way through because you got your gimmicks down there. Like your cut off card. And you don't want them getting seen. So as soon as you've gone down far enough, with your hand in a face down position, all you're going to do is turn your hand around so that that 3 comes to this side and throw them onto the top. Now you can see the 3 sticking out there because you need to get a break at that. So you're just pushing down on the 3 and pushing in to catch a pinky break right on the 3. Then to emphasise the fact that the cards are mixed up, you just do a little cut off the top to show there's some facing down. And don't bring your hand to the side so you can see that because you can't do that in a minute. Just bring your hand back and point to it. Put it down and change your little pinky break into a thumb break because you're going to cut below your break. And that's why I say you can't do that, because if you do that they're going to see that break. So again, you pull your hand back to point at it. You put them down, and then all you do is from your break you slide up so you can turn around and go, and you got face to face or back to back. When you turn it back down, you're just picking that up as it is. Don't forget they're all facing down at the moment and you want them facing up. So you take it off, you show it again that they're back to back. Then when you're putting it down, if I put it down like that, they're all going back down, face down. So I just put it onto my fingers and then just flip it over, and that's put them all the right way except for my top card. You take the top card and you put that into the middle, do a magic move, and then again you spread right through all the cards, and again you can show front and back, it's all clean, and you close up. Now you got to get rid of this card because you need to get to that gimmick. So you just do a little spread, but you either cull the card, which is just basically pulling it out from underneath like that, as you just do another little, just a little spread, and you're just culling that card out to the back of that packet, showing it and putting it back down. Now the gimmick you got on the bottom is the one with that edge, and you want to get that edge into place. So all you have to do is just push that bottom card over a bit and pull it back, and that engages that little edge. So while it's like that, I mean, you've got your hand in the way, so it's just a little push over and pull back, and you've got it there. Now you've got that flap at the bottom, so all you're going to do is just grab hold of the pack at the top end, and you're just going to pull it forward and catch that with your finger as you rotate the pack. So you're just catching it with your finger, rotating the pack over and putting it down, and it looks like you got the cards in a box again. And again, just change your position so that they can see the front of the box and they can see that top edge. You open it up and then you slide out, and as you're sliding out, hang on, you got hold of it, turn it that way, that's right, open that edge up, and now you're going to keep, because that's only a little flap, you don't want it flopping down, so you're just keeping pressure in your fingers, you're just gripping it with your fingers, so when you pull it out it stays, I don't know if you can see that, it stays up. I'll just let go with moving my hand, it stays up in that kind of a position, so it looks like it's got a proper edge to it. And again, you just close that pack over, and then you can stick that one away into your pocket. Stay. And again, you want to go into the same thing, you want that edge towards you, you've got hold of them that way, so you just turn it around, again, take a couple of cards off the bottom, in-jog the first one. I know this is really big, but I'm trying to show you what I'm doing. You in-jog your first one, and you shuffle off the rest of the cards. Then you push up on that card to catch a break there, and then you just shuffle everything from above that break and put it on the top, leaving you with that gimmick there. Again, you turn the cards facing up, and you do a spread, and you flash again, fronts and backs, because you can show it's all clean. Close it up, and then again you do your slop shuffle. So you take your top card, turn it face down on the top, take a couple of cards this way. Remember the first one, as you're turning your hand face down, remember the first card you're seeing, which is the 4 of clubs. Try and keep it in sight. Carry on with your slop shuffle, not going all the way through the pack, and finishing taking cards with your hand facing down so you can still see your 4. Turn that over and you slop it onto the top, and there's my 4 there. There's my 4, because you don't want to take the card above it, because that was your top card and you need that to still be facing the opposite direction. So you can see the 4, you push down on it, push in, catch your pinky break. Cut above your break to show face down cards. Turn your pinky break into a thumb break and cut below it to show cards are facing up. Then slide up at your break. See, there's my 4 of clubs again, to show cards are back to back. Again, you pick them up, show both sides, and when you're putting it down, put it on your fingers and you're just flipping it over. So that when you take your top card and you put that into the middle, you can then spread and show again all the cards, and again facing in the same direction, and you close up. Now again, you need to get rid of your back card to get to your gimmick. So again, as I say, just repeat and repeat and repeat. You spread off a couple of the top cards as you're taking that back card. Show them and put it onto the top. Then grab the front again. I know you only got that one flap to concern about, because there's no side flap on this one, it's only the top flap. So all you do is just grab them, and all you're doing again is as you pull it forward, you're just pulling that flap around on your fingers, so when you put it down it looks like you're in a box again. You got your thumb covering that side there, and you got your fingers covering that side there, because there's no edges. And again, you go into that kind of a position, open up the top flap, and then you do this really quickly because you want it to make it look like you're leaving the box there, but you're actually taking everything out your hand. So you show it, turn your hand down a bit and pull them all out. Pull them all out, and as you pull them out, you then go into a one-handed fan. These cards are knackered, so I can't really do it. I do really need to make a new one of this. So you just open the flap up, put it to the back, turn your hand down as you go into a fan, and you pretend that you've still got hold of the box. Flap the cards at it, and the box has disappeared. Close the pack up, but keep that flap down in your hand. I mean, obviously you can't turn it over because of that anyway, but you don't want to have it that way so that the flap drops down. So you keep it with the flap in your hand that way. You put your hand into your pocket and you pull out your original first box. Turn it around so it's facing down, so you got the extended side towards you. Open it up, and then you slide all the cards back into the box and shut it up, and you can show the box again, put them away into your pocket. Right, so I hope you got all of that. I say it is a cracker little trick. I seen it getting done by Micheal Boden, and he does a great performance of it, and he does a tutorial as well showing you how to make the gimmicks and how to do the trick. So if you want to check him out, I'll leave a link in the description box, and you can go see how he does it compared to how I do it. But I say it is a bit of an advanced one. It could be more like a stage performance one, because as I say, you do need to be a bit of distance away. You can't be right in somebody's face doing it, because as you're holding the pack, sometimes if you ride up to somebody, they'll just get little glimpses that like there's an edge missing or something. So as long as you're a distance away, you can get away with it. But go and have fun with it if you want to, if you can make the gimmicks. I'll see you later.